Hey guys, this clip was recorded during one of our Instagram lives, which we do, I don't even know where to look up like this thing, which we do every week, sometimes even twice a week over on Instagram. So I'll link the full Instagram live below. We talked about so much. This clip is kind of talking about some of our struggles, but we also talk about, what did we talk about actually? Let me pull it up. There was so much like going on. It was kind of crazy. So, here we've got all of our, we just have so many Instagram lives, like, it's kind of ridiculous. And they're all like an hour long, and we just talk and answer so many business questions. So here it is. You can watch the whole live, but I summarize what we talk about. So we talk about the struggles we have faced, what to do if your community doesn't drink juice, how to make the perfect juice. We watched Lauren make a cleanse on the X1 Mini. And we talk about financing your juice bar. That was a big one. We talk about how to finance your juice bar and how to deal with the emotional challenges that come along with starting a juice bar. So you can go watch the whole IGTV. I'll link it below. It's on our Instagram. And also, if you're looking to start a juice business, don't forget to check out our ebooks. They are really helping so many, especially our recipe ebook has been crazy lately. But the juice shop ebook as well is just so jam-packed. And if you're looking to start a truck, we have that one as well. So it's all linked below, and enjoy the live. I hope you enjoy it, and if you're looking for more lives, they're on our Instagram. All right, bye guys.
Right when I got this question, actually, the first thing that, I ran with Leah, the first thing that came to mind was, struggles are solely dependent on how you set up your business. And I will say that we've had not many struggles because we have really grown slow and grown emotionally smart, and we have not gone overboard with anything. We haven't really made many huge mistakes because of the way we have set our business up, and because we've grown really slow and just been really careful. We've really gone low risk but still gotten high reward, and we've gone low risk by growing slow. So that's the first thing that came to mind, was like, your risks and your struggles are really dependent on setting up your business and what you are setting up for, whether you're setting up for success or for failure, or for struggle, or like struggles and hard times. You know, your business can still be a success, but maybe it's operating it is just really hard and it's not set up to be productive. So that's another aspect of it too. So the first thing that came to mind was like, yo, get our ebooks. Just because they set you up, they really do set you up for success. So if you're opening a shop, get the shop ebook. Truck, get the truck. If you need recipes, get the recipe ebook. I was thinking the other day on like, why do we do so much consulting stuff? Why do we love to do this? And it really just came to me like a flood. And it was this idea of, when you run a business, you run into so many walls. And those walls can really stop you from growing your business and going to the next phase, whether it's you're stressed out about this or that, or you're stressed out about opening a shop and the renovation, or what equipment to use, or what recipes to develop. You run into these walls, and they either you knock them down and you keep going, or you give up, essentially, you know? And we're so passionate about being able to help you knock down those walls and get to the point of actually opening and operating your business and doing what you were uniquely created to do within your business, what you were uniquely created to serve, and how you were uniquely created to serve your customers and whatnot. We want to get you to that point, and we get like struggling and stressing over the small things. So we want to help you with those small things, your menu, understanding what it's like to open a shop, the fine details of business, of the businessy things, so that you can get to the grand picture of what makes you unique, and offering awesome things and doing what really you were made to do. So it was just it was kind of a cool realization, because oftentimes Lauren and I will do things and we're just kind of going with our gut, and then later on we realize tangibly kind of what the purpose behind it was. And I think this business consulting thing has really kind of come full circle on, like, we get it, it's hard to knock down those walls, and we want to help you any way we can and get you to the point of success and really operating. So what was I saying before that though? I forget. We'll just get back on the topic, which was the struggles we've had in our business. So, first of all, get the ebooks. Second of all, one of the struggles we struggled with was matching demand and knowing what the demand is going to be, and wasted juice, essentially. And this comes a lot with experience and just operating. You know, you're gonna know more the longer you operate. We operated on the truck for so long and really got into a rhythm, and then the shop, and we kind of got an idea of what the shop was. But still, we have dud days, and sometimes we have wasted product. And that has been a struggle. Like sometimes you've got juice sitting there and you're like, man, I want this to sell and it's not selling, or just like, you know, we'd rather sell out than have too much for sure, because wasted product is just like a burn. One thing is with glass bottles, with wasted product, you know, you just kind of lose the juice. You don't really lose the bottle. But sometimes with, you know, obviously with plastic, if the juice is bad and no one's drinking it, then you lose the bottle and the labels and the lid and the product. And it's just even a bigger bummer. So that has been a struggle, but honestly, it's just fine-tuning it in and learning habits and looking back on previous busy times. We'll often reference back to like this time last year, what were we doing? You know, this event last year, what were we doing? But still, that's not always the most consistent. So I think a lot of this actually also comes back to your community. And are you a tourist community? Are you small hometown? All that kind of plays into what you're going to expect as a business. So that kind of leads to one of my next things, which was something we struggled with is events. How long does your juice last? It lasts for 4 days. Our juice is cold pressed. We don't pasteurize it in any way, and we put a 4-day drink by date. I'm struggling with how to deliver the juices outside of New York. Like hand deliver with a car. We've never done delivery, so I might not have a lot to say about this. But you know, delivery schedule is great, or a general pickup spot is great as well if you're doing delivery. Saying, you know, you place your order for pickup at this grocery store in the parking lot or this yoga studio in the parking lot for Wednesdays between 6 and 8 p.m. or something. So a general pickup location is a great option as well if you're the delivery method. Other than that, shipping juices I really don't know much about. We've never shipped our juices, and you know, delivering on cars is your other option. So the one great thing with the delivery method is you really have no wasted juice, as all orders are pre-ordered and people have already bought and paid for their juice, and then you just have to deliver it to them. I freeze and ship. There you go, Hugo Boss. She freezes, I think it's he freezes and ships. Sorry, I don't know, Hugo Boss. I'm struggling with finding a good produce supplier, it's more so just not getting any response from them. Oh, that is a whole nother area of business, is trying to find information and contacting the right people but not getting a response. You know, you can only control so much, and just keep on messaging, just keep on calling. Look for like other phone numbers within the company. That's another thing too, is like sometimes they'll put their contact, but if you keep digging, you can find other ways to get in contact. Email, different emails, just keep all forms of contact, keep on contacting them that way, because it might not necessarily be the business is a dud, but maybe just the rep is a dud or something. You just don't really know. And maybe it's your only option, like this is the only supplier I have, I really need to get through to them and kind of make it work, even if it's not the best one. So just keep on trying, keep on going. Hi, Gavin from Ireland here. Hi. How long does juice last in the freezer? I don't really know the answer to that. I would assume just assume like 3 months. I don't know. Like when you freeze food, usually, I don't know. But then again, you could say like a really long time because it's frozen. I don't know. Up to 6 months. I only ship to places where transit time is 3 days maximum. There you go. Hugo Boss. Hey, Morad from Libya. Libya? Yeah. Maybe that's not Libya. I don't know. So yeah, freezing juice is a whole nother topic that we haven't really dove into, but it is an option and a lot of people do it, and a lot of people do it with success. So, okay. So one thing I was going to say was, as far as our community and a place where we have had failure is events. So going to big events where you would think you would sell so much juice, and you take hundreds of juices and you show up and then nobody buys your juice. There was one event we went to which was just a cancer race in our cute pink truck, and you would think like it would be amazing. You would think there would be a huge, I mean, it was a race, you'd think people would want juice, there were tons of people there, and I think we sold one juice and she was still regular. And we're like, what in the world just happened? And I think we've realized our community just in general, now we've done so many of these like big events, we don't do them anymore because they're so unpredictable, and you know, there's a fee to get in and all sorts of stuff. But I think we've realized that our community is not a tourist community whatsoever. You know, our community buys from people that they know who they are. And so if you're at a big event that's bringing out-of-towners or just people that don't normally come to your business or don't even know who you are, you're gonna be like, people are gonna look at you and be like, I'm not gonna buy your juice. I don't know who you are, and it's $9 for a juice. Like, no thank you. This isn't like California where, you know, 70% of people are used to drinking juice or at least know what organic cold pressed juice is. It can be hard when you're from a small community to just break that education barrier in general for a small population of your community to get regular customers that are gonna pay $9 for a juice. But then to go to a big event where most people don't know what juice is, aren't gonna pay $9, have no idea who you are, you're just not gonna sell anything. So we've had multiples of those events, and it doesn't have to do with anything other than our community is not educated enough or aware enough or know who we are to trust us enough to pay $9 for a juice. And so we don't go to those events anymore because it's just not, it doesn't work. But you know, our store is successful because we have tuned into a specific group of people that want organic cold pressed juice, and then we show up for them, you know, the best way we can with all organic, with usually glass bottles. We're actually going back to glass bottles, 100% glass bottles here very soon. And good education, and we'll do what they want, and cleanses and everything. So, you know, that took a couple times to learn that big events in our area just aren't for us. Like, fairs are a really big thing in our area, but usually, even then, you go to fairs and you're looking for the truck that you go to every fair year, and you don't go to the new truck. It's like, oh, I can't wait for the taco truck to be back, or this truck to be back. So we're just not in an area where people are used to drinking juice like that, or see a juice truck and they're like, oh yeah, for sure. They're like, what is that? I'm not going there. So that's been an area of failure. But again, it's more so tied to our community. So it's important to know what your community wants and what your community is used to, and to meet them kind of where they are. So, and even, so wait, another thing on that topic is we told all of our customers we're gonna be at this event, but like most of our customers weren't there. They're not like we're on their normal routine and schedule of stopping by and getting their juice at 10 a.m. You know, it was at a random time, and there were a few of our customers actually racing, and they came and bought juice, but other than that, it was all people that had never heard of us before. So, let's see. Another struggle that's actually a blessing is, you know, choosing to take the route of growing slow and constantly reinvesting, and, you know, paying cash for things, and just like staying away from debt and loans and whatnot. And like, I tried to apply for some business loans here and there, but I was freaking 18 years old and didn't have anything to my name, and it was like, this is just not gonna work. You know what I mean? And so none of that worked. And the only option was to just grow slow and reinvest and spend our own money and whatnot. So it was a struggle, you know, in the moment, because you're forced to really make hard decisions about what's worth your money. Like, when you loan money and have an endless amount, you know, it's easy to just throw money left and right, and it's not really a stressor right then and there. One of the biggest differences between loaning money and not loaning money is, in the moment, when you don't loan money and you spend your own money, it's hard, it hurts. You're emotionally feeling all those purchases being made, and it's all up front, you know? And then later on, though, you get to reap all the benefits, which is no payments and wise decision making, and everything's already paid for, so now we just reap the benefits of money flowing in rather than money always going out. And on the contrary, when you loan money, you know, and in the moment, it's nice because you're not really feeling the emotional toll of that money. You're thinking, you know, I'm gonna make so much money, I'm gonna pay this back, it's gonna be great. I got a low interest rate. I don't know, I'm thinking of like things that come to mind when you loan money, and you're not spending your own money, you're just planning on later paying someone else back. It just feels different. It feels good in the moment, but then later on, every month, when so much money is going out the door and you're paying people off, and they're like in your ear, or like, crap, do we have enough money to pay these people back? All this kind of stuff. That's when it hurts, and it hurts bad. And it hurts more to be responsible to someone else than it hurts to be like, oh, I'm just feeling it's being spent right now, but I know I'm making a wise decision. So those were struggles and just hard times in the moment, because, you know, spending a lot of money, you're making a choice that isn't always the conventional route. But you know later on that it just is so good. Like, we don't owe anyone anything, and The cash flow coming in, we're able to reinvest and make the business even better. We're not just paying off past decisions. So there's so much that goes into it. What's the best way to grow? Oh wait, that's the best way to grow. Yes, enjoy the process. I want to explode, but it scares me to missteps and all. I want to explode, but it scares missteps and all. You're inspiring me to enjoy the slow pain. Yeah, at the end, I know I'm growing in a healthy way. The slow pain. Yeah, I mean, we're big fans of Dave Ramsey, and he says, live like no one else right now, so that later you can live and then also give and everything like no one else. And that is truly how it goes. It's, you're making painful, hard decisions. Explode the business, yeah. You're making really hard decisions that require you to talk to your people. Like, a lot of it was my husband and I talking and really working through what do we want to do, what do we want to invest in. And you know, all this was actually happening right when Adam and I got married, and we were making decisions to grow the business and whatnot. And Adam says all the time now, like in a really funny, joking way, but like, man, we made a good investment, you know, because we just spent a lot of our money, our own money to grow the business. And it is painful and it is hard, but it's a good kind of pain, you know? It's the kind of pain that grows you. It's the kind of pain like when you're working out, it hurts, but it's growing your muscles. Like, it's good, and it's how it's supposed to be. And I've said it many times, but we are supposed to feel hard, big purchases. Like, if you're gonna go buy a car, feel the purchase and really think, is this worth $15,000, $20,000, $25,000? Is this worth it? I'm spending this and paying for it cash. And not a lot of people talk about that. Like, we just hear loans here, loans there, all of it. But we're supposed to feel that money being spent, you know, because you are going to have to pay it back. And it's going to be over, you know, a long period of time. But that takes away from you. Like, if we were paying off so much debt right now that went into past decisions, we wouldn't be able to do future investments and things we're doing right now. And grow the business right now, which is appropriate growth right now, you know? When you're just paying off past decisions, you're missing the opportunity to invest in what is really important right now, because your money is going away to past decisions. We want our money to be working towards future goodness. So all things to take into account there. And I know everyone is so sensitive about the money topic, but I just encourage you to look up Dave Ramsey and just kind of explore that option. It's not that one is better or wrong, one is the right way or the wrong way. It's more so just know your options and really truly think on it and do what's best for you. Know your options. You got options, okay? Thanks. Thank you. This is a Band-Aid. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so those were kind of the struggle questions. Next, we just have a bunch of other topics people were wanting to know information about. And I'll say a lot of these are answered and go hugely in depth in the ebooks. All the business ebooks are linked in our bio. So, oh, and on that note, there's an ebook update for the recipe ebook coming soon. We are adding milliliters and grams to it. We've already done it. We just need to send it out. So if you don't operate in pounds or ounces, we have added milliliters and grams. Big positive. And we're also adding the lemon donut recipe, which isn't in there right now just because we've been trying to tweak it and make it a little bit more user-friendly for y'all, but we're adding it here soon. So one person said, what do you do if you're in a community where people don't drink juice? What a great question. Like, what if you want to open a juice bar, but like nobody drinks juice? My first comment was, why do you think no one drinks juice? Because sometimes we say no one drinks juice when there's no other juice bars. And so we kind of assume nobody in my community drinks juice. When in reality, people in their private homes are making juice and sitting there wishing somebody would open a juice bar that they could go and get their juice from. So don't assume it, you know, don't assume it, and be optimistic. And even if you think no one drinks juice, they should, and they just haven't realized the beauty of it all. Excited for the lemon donuts, yes. So on that note, we're in a community where, quote unquote, no one drinks juice, especially when we started this business 8 years ago. We're in a farming community with a population of about 45,000, and it's not, you know, we're not like a town with a big fancy mall and a bunch of super nice restaurants. We're a small town. We've got, you know, we've got nice restaurants that are local. I mean, like, we're not like a touristy big city place where like there's a little bit of everything for everyone. We're in a really small town, uniquely like curated, small business kind of place. And so you kind of assume and start thinking nobody's gonna drink $9 juice because we're in a small town and it's a farming community, and like people don't want that. Only people in LA drink $9 juice, which is so not true. So when we started, people would come up, you know, when I was at the farmer's market and say, this is so nice. Right now I'm driving an hour and a half, 2 hours to buy my juice. What? Or, you know, oh my gosh, I've been juicing at home forever and I've wanted somebody to open a juice shop. Like it happened over and over and over again. And it was just a matter of the people kind of coming out of their shells and being like, I make juice and I totally want somebody to offer this for me. And then the other part of it was people being like, what is this? I'm kind of interested. I'm intrigued. I'm here for this. You know, people that don't drink juice at home but had known and hear about the benefits of juicing and have wanted to try it before. So we come from this background of nobody drinks juice, and all it is a slow education process of meeting your customers where they are, talking to them, you know, on their level, explaining it to them in a way that they understand, being super transparent. That's the best thing you can do for growing your business, is to be transparent and to say, you know, these are our juicers, go look them up. This is why Goodnature is so great, because you can refer people to Goodnature's website and social media and say, read about it, learn about it, why cold pressed is better than centrifugal, why it's better than the juicer you have at home, why the juice costs $9, talk about your organic produce, and why, you know, juice takes 2 pounds of produce to make 1 bottle, and that's so much vitamins and nutrients. It's like eating massive salads, multiple massive salads, and just refer them to so many resources that are already out there. And say, you know, we say a lot of our customers juice, and we say, if you get sick of juicing, you're in a pinch, you know, we're here for you. We can make juice for you. And that's kind of relating to the, like, you already make juice and we know you love it, and there's certain things you like to make at home, and that's awesome. And if you're ever in a hurry, we can make your juice for you too, or you get sick of cleaning your juicer. So many people have juicers and they don't use them because they take too much time to work, they take too much work to clean, which is such a true statement.